You're listening to the Opulence Mindset Podcast. This is for those on the road less traveled, doing the inner work, embracing the process, and striving to live life to the fullest. I'm Chanel, your gratitude coach and loyal teammate, as we grow, heal, and evolve together. Thank you for sharing valuable time with me. And remember to wear opulence, think love. Let's first arrive together. Inhale. I am grounded in this present moment. Exhale. I release the need to control. Inhale. I am worthy to receive. Exhale. I trust the divine timing. Feel the air in your chest. That's abundance. Feel the ground beneath you. That's security. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Opulence Mindset Podcast, a space where we unlock our unlimited potential, align with our most authentic selves, and vibrate daily in abundant gratitude. I'm Chanel, your gratitude coach, here to share my healing journey and the tools that have helped me awaken to the power of appreciation. If you've been following along, the first 4 steps of the Opulence Mindset Method focused on acceptance, reflection, courageously feeling, and forgiving ourselves using the magic of gratitude. The next steps take us through setting up routines and systems to support us in rewiring old narratives, breaking down patterns, releasing limited beliefs, and cultivating a safe space within. This jumpstarts the resilience and builds back self-esteem that empowers us with aligned momentum. Now we begin the next evolution, the moment when our pain alchemizes into peace and our story becomes our power, setting the opulence mindset into true motion. In step 11, we begin to redefine abundance in the opulence way. Remember, your inner state is the soil for your reality. What you plant within determines what grows around you. Your outer world is a mirror of your inner state. And one of my greatest breakthroughs has been to understand that abundance isn't manifested through control or forcing outcomes. It's about coherence. When your thoughts, emotions, and body are all aligned and speaking the same language, that's when your energy turns magnetic. If you've tuned into previous episodes on my YouTube channel, you might notice there's a different setup. I'm now recording here in sunshine, my home on wheels, with Shadow Addo curled up at my feet. And while I do miss my team and fancy studio, I want to officially bring you into my happy place. As if we're just sitting down for a cuppa, chatting soul to soul. And it has been in this space over the past year as I've traveled across deserts and forests and coastlines, where my perspective of abundance has completely transformed, just as I have. I used to define abundance as honestly being financially rich, which means freedom from worry. Becoming financially free would be the moment I finally have enough. Enough money, enough stability, enough proof that I am successful. I've always listed the goal of financial freedom as a top priority, and it's been the driving force of my life's decisions. But the more I disconnected from the noise of the world and spent the summer with just my dog in these magnificent national parks, secluded campgrounds, cliffed beaches, and natural groves, the more I reconnected with the rhythm of my own world. And the more I realized that abundance was never something I could even buy. I cherish the memory of sitting on the ledge of Crater Lake with around $200 in my checking account until payday and just sobbing. Because all I could think about was how outer worldly this view was in front of me and how this was the richest I have ever felt. I'd almost forfeited this present moment. I'd almost forfeited meeting Shadow, this lifestyle, and everything that I've experienced after. And I just sobbed as the power of gratitude poured into my mind and body for this moment, for these memories, and for all that I had experienced to get here. Tosha Silver writes in It's Not Your Money that abundance begins with surrender, with offering every part of your life back to the divine. She says, you can't be the receiver if you're still trying to be the giver of everything. For so long, I tried to control the outcome, how my business would grow, how money would come in, how success would look. But when I started saying, okay, Source, show me how you would have this go, because everything I've tried is not working. And doors have opened in ways I couldn't have forced if I tried. Learning to accept that everything I have has actually been divinely given, not just earned through my hustle, has been an ongoing shift in mindset. Every day I gently rewire the old patterns and stories, the ones that say, you're behind, you don't know what you're doing, you can't handle all that, you're already tired. But then I come back to trust and believe that what I desire is on its way, and what is meant for me will be mine. I just have to focus on embodying the vibration of it first. That's been my missing piece. Embodiment. It's like I've been praying to get in shape but not working out every day, and then wondering why I'm not getting in shape. Because here's the truth that no one likes to hear. You cannot manifest or pray your way into a reality that you refuse to embody. You cannot affirm your way into an identity you never practice. Carolyn Mace would say, your biography becomes your biology, meaning your choices shape your energy field long before your desires do. Your body doesn't respond to your intentions, it responds to your actions. Wayne Dyer would remind us, you'll see it when you believe it, not the other way around. Belief isn't a feeling, it's a posture, a way of living, a behavior repeated until the universe recognizes that that's your new frequency. And Mel Robbins would cut right to it and say, you don't get what you want, you get what you repeat. You get the life that your habits vote for, not the life that your hopes dream of. You're not going to step into the office and be a CEO if you don't have the leadership skills, if you haven't done the work, if you have no knowledge of what it takes to get there. The law of attraction isn't luck. It's alignment. It's acting as the person you say you're becoming before the evidence arrives, not after. Not when it's convenient, and not when confirmation shows up. Before. That's the energetic shortcut. That's the spiritual paradox. That's the doorway everyone is looking for. If you want strength, you start moving like someone who is strong. Building your muscles, one day at a time. If you want abundance, you start behaving like you're safe and you're always supported. If you want love, you start pouring love into yourself first, so deeply and consistently that when love arrives, your soul recognizes it is a match to your own standard. Because the universe doesn't match your wishes, it matches your vibration. Your goals are the seed, but your daily actions are the water and the sunlight that bring it to life. In Michael Singer's book, The Surrender Experiment, he teaches us that life's magic begins the moment we stop fighting for control and accept the directions as they come. He said yes to whatever life presented, even when it didn't match his plans. He had started out just wanting to live on $12K a year and meditate in the woods. But through surrender to the divine plan, he built a multi-million-dollar business and a globally recognized spiritual center. Singer says, I simply decided to stop listening to the voice that says, I know how things should be. It makes me think about how often we sabotage our breakthroughs by demanding they look exactly the way we imagined. In the Buddhist philosophy, attachment means craving, clinging, or grasping. The belief that our happiness depends on something outside of us. Letting go doesn't mean not caring. It means releasing the illusion of control and allowing peace to arise naturally. When I started living from a place of surrender, whether it was deciding on where to park for the night, where to travel next, or simply what to do that day, I noticed how much more receptive I became to divine guidance. More than anything, my inner peace grew, and it stayed, even when things didn't go as planned. In full transparency, surrender doesn't come easy to me. My sense of safety has come from the delusion of control for the majority of my life. And trusting anyone or anything outside of myself is a huge shadow trait of my rejection wound. But isn't that true definition of surrender? Trust. The art of releasing resistance, letting go to needing control and allowing life, God, or divine to move through you. It's not about giving up. It's about opening up and trusting what's unfolding is for you and your highest good, even when it doesn't go as planned. Surrender and trust are the roots of natural harmony. When we surrender, we stop fighting the current and begin to move with the flow of life, like rivers returning to the sea. Trust is what keeps us floating when we can't see the shore. Trust is the vibration of faith in motion. Together, they bring us back into rhythm with nature. In this harmony, we remember nothing real is ever forced. What's meant for us unfolds in perfect timing, just as spring follows winter and allows the trees to release their leaves without fear of loss. Surrender isn't weakness, it's wisdom. That's the hidden paradox of abundance. You can't receive if your hands are too full of fear and control. When you trust the unseen timeline, you naturally make space for grace to arise and abundance to meet you. That harmony is what teachers like Wayne Dyer and Abraham Hicks call vibrational alignment. Dr. Dyer said, "You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are." That means if you're focused on lack, you attract more lack. But if you're living in gratitude, peace, and love, the universe can only mirror that back to you. Abraham Hicks teaches the law of attraction is a universal law, like gravity, neutral, unwavering, and always responding to your vibration. The universe doesn't hear your words, it feels your frequency. If you say, I want more money. But your energy says, I'm afraid there's not enough for me. The universe matches the energy, not the sentence. When your thoughts, emotions, and nervous system are aligned, you're sending a clear signal, and that's when miracles find you. This is why healing the nervous system was so essential earlier in the steps of the Opulence Mindset Method. When your body feels safe, your energy expands. When you're always grateful, you can receive. Okay, let's take a deep breath. And as you keep breathing, ask yourself, where am I still trying to control the outcome or how others view me? Where am I withholding trust? What does happiness look like if it has nothing to do with money? As you reflect, check in with your body. Do you feel tense when you think about receiving? Or do you feel a sense of peace when you recognize that you're already so blessed? Remember, abundance grows from a heart rooted in gratitude. Peace doesn't have a price tag. It comes from slowing down and being present, even in the eye of the storm. And love isn't something you earn. It's an essence you radiate from within. To everyone walking this journey with me, thank you. I cannot do this without you. If this message resonated with you, please share this episode with someone you love. This is more than just a mindset. It's a movement, and I'm so grateful that you're a part of it. Trust that the Opulence Mindset perspective shift is supporting your personal growth and well-being. The divine love in me recognizes the divine love in you. May the eternal light of this shared experience journey to the great beyond in perpetuity. Until next time, wear opulence, think love, and so it is. Amen.